Have you ever felt that time was leaving a mark on your face and that, you would look in the mirror and see all of your fine lines and wrinkles and they were getting you down and just taking away your confidence? Well, today we're going to talk about 7 essential tips that will help you to feel better and they will help you to look younger, even if you're in your 50s and beyond. Hi, my name is Adele and welcome to Forever Young. So let's get started right away. First thing that I want to talk about, the first tip would be skincare. Now, I know you probably all have a lot of different skincare, and if you've got a great skincare program that you're using, well then bravo, that's fantastic, and if it's working for you. But I'm calling this the essentials. So it's not a whole skincare line with a lot of things, it's just 3 products that you're going to be using. You're going to be using a gentle cleanser, you're going to be using a vitamin C serum, because every dermatologist says that vitamin C is going to help with an antioxidant on your face and protect you from free radicals. So you're going to use vitamin C, and then you're going to use a good moisturizer. Now I'm going to show you what I use because it's budget friendly and it's easy and it's done me well. I use Hydra Boost by Neutrogena, and it has 2. I use the gel and I also use the milky cleanser. So I use both of these, and I like these because they're gentle. And depending on how my skin is feeling, I'll switch off. If it's, too dry, I'll use the milky cleanser and vice versa. So I find these 2 are great and they're very gentle and don't strip the skin. Now, as far as the vitamin C goes, I use Timeless. I really like this product. Every dermatologist, again, has said, that vitamin C is extremely important because it's an antioxidant and it keeps free radicals off of our face. I like this one. I get it at Amazon, but you can get it at Timeless, the website too. I'll put everything down below. But I like this because it's big and it is airtight, and so it doesn't oxidize. So this is a great product. I just take about 3 pumps and just pat it on my face. And then I'm going to tell you about my moisturizer. Before we get into what I'm using, I want to tell you, moisturizers, make sure that you're not putting any, getting any moisturizer that has alcohol in it, because that's going to dry out your skin, and you wouldn't believe a lot of them have alcohol in them. And that's going to dry out your skin and kind of defeat the purpose of what you're doing this for in the first place. So make sure of that, and make sure also that they don't have any seed oils in them. Now, what are seed oils? Seed oils are corn oil, canola oil, cottonseed oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil. These are all oils that are high in omega-6s, and it doesn't have a balance between the 6 and the 3, which are going to cause inflammation. It's going to cause premature aging. It can clog up your skin, and all in all, it's not good for you. It's not good to ingest those oils, and it's not good to put them on your face. So look out for that whenever you're buying a moisturizer. The moisturizer that I use is CeraVe. It says PM on it, but I use it morning and night. It's a good all-around moisturizer. It has peptides in it and all the other wonderful things that you'd want in a moisturizer. So I really like this one. And these are all budget friendly. Now, like I said, this is the first essential tip. So I'm not going into, adding a bunch of stuff, although I use other things too. I use Retin-A once a week. I've been doing that for a couple of years. However, that's a whole video about how to use it, and that's not what this is about. This is just number 1 in the essentials that you need to do. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is, of course, sunscreen. Sunscreen is super important. You want to protect your face from the sun, and you want to make sure that it has a good SPF. I'm going to show you the ones that I use, but you always want to make sure you have sunscreen because you want to prevent skin cancer, and you want to prevent photo aging and prevent your face from being out with the UVB and the UVA light. It's very bad. It breaks down the collagen. It takes the elasticity out of your skin, and it's very aging, brown spots, I mean, you name it. And if you ever did get skin cancer, God forbid, you don't want it on your face, that's for sure. So you always want to have a good sunscreen. And I use Elta MD. I love this one. This sunscreen is tinted and it's a 50 SPF. And it's really nice. I mean, it's tinted. I could even wear it without makeup, but I like to put my makeup on over it, and it goes on really well, and it's very hydrating. It has hyaluronic acid in it, so this is good. This is a little bit more pricey, but I have another one. I really like a new line that I've been using for several months, and it's by a Dr. G. It's called Mild Up. Mild Up. And I'm really looking into this line because they make some very, very good products. And this one is white, but it does go right into your skin. I even wear it at the gym. So it goes right into the skin, and the makeup still goes on fine if you want to wear makeup with it. It doesn't seem to affect it, and it's a lot less expensive. So this is another one you might want to give this a try. Now, speaking of sunscreen, I didn't mention any eye creams, and let me tell you why. I really haven't found any eye cream that I think is spectacular. Now, some people think you don't even need eye cream. I don't know, I've tried so many and I don't really notice that much difference. As a matter of fact, some of them made my eyes more puffy, and that's pretty much my problem area. So I really, don't have any idea what to recommend at this point. But I'll tell you something I am doing. I had in one of my videos took a picture of a cyst that I have on my chest. It's very little. But it's still there and it bothers me, and I was going to have it taken off, but I decided to try castor oil. And in my other videos, I showed a 3-month progression, and I'm going to kind of unveil it when it's totally gone. And it's right under here, but you can't see it from here. But the reason I'm telling you this story is I took a picture of my chest, and it was just red, and with my iPhone, I didn't know how bad it was. And I started to put the castor oil on, and this started shrinking, and it started going. I saw all the red. I started putting it all over my chest, and my chest was getting clearer. So then I still noticed that I had like a V here, no sunscreen, right? I put the sunscreen on my face all the time, and I noticed a complete difference between here and here. Never really thinking about it, getting in and out of the car, whatever, have a V-neck on. So I started using this sunscreen, and it has gotten a lot better. So use your sunscreen on your face and all over. But the moral of the story is I ended up taking the castor oil, what was left after I kind of dabbed it on my little cyst, and I'd put it on my eyes. So I just kind of press. So I'm using it on my eyes. I'll let you know. I think it's kind of helping, but very little. I mean, I just put what's left over because it's very sticky, and it hasn't made me more puffy. So that's the reason I didn't add the eye products. If you've got a great eye cream, I'd love it if you'd leave it in the comments below so we can all share. But so far, I haven't had that, the miracle eye cream, okay? I just haven't found it. So the next thing is going to be, oh, well, how could I forget this? Collagen. We lose collagen from 20 years old on, 1% a year. So you imagine when you're 50, 60, or my age, you've lost a lot of collagen. So I always take collagen. I like Vital Proteins. I think it's a great collagen protein. It's easy to take. And I've been taking it for years, and I didn't really have any muscle problems or anything until I fell, which that's a whole other story in another video. But this is a great product. I take it every day, and one day I was wondering if it's really working, because then you kind of, after a while, you're not sure, and you take so many things. I quit taking it for a month, and believe me, I could tell. So I would replenish your collagen, because the sun, everything is breaking it down. You're losing it every year. It's just going to make more sags and more wrinkles, and you don't want that. So collagen for sure. Okay, the next tip that I'm going to give you, it's water. Okay, you gotta hydrate. I know, people have such a hard time drinking water, but you have got to drink water. Sip on it all day and get some nice, clean, pure water, of course, and then do what I did. I was watching all the rage about these Stanley cups here. So I got a cute Stanley cup, and I used this. You don't want to put your water in plastic, and you certainly don't want to put it in anything that's not healthy for you. And that plastic is sitting in the sun. If you have it in your car, you want to have it in glass, or you want to have it in stainless steel. So these are fabulous, and I love this little one because it just pops open like this, and you can drink it, and then the top comes off also to make a cup. It does not leak, which is fabulous. And I got it because it matches my car. I'm a little girly like that, but you can get them in pink and all kinds of colors. And I don't know, it's lightweight, it makes you feel good. And it kind of reminds you to drink your water. You need 8 to 10 glasses of water a day. And I'm telling you, if you haven't done that, try drinking 10 glasses of water for 3 days and looking at your skin. You are going to notice a huge difference in your skin. It's really amazing. Now, I've said in my other videos, don't drink your water during your meals if you can help it, because then you are diluting your hydrochloric acid. And after 50 in your tummy, you dilute the hydrochloric acid that's breaking down your food. And that's going to make you, more healthy if you've got the good hydrochloric acid. All your nutrients are getting absorbed and everything. So try not to drink during your meals. I know if you're out to dinner or something, that might be different, but drink your water all throughout the day. Get up in the morning, have a glass of water, and then a little bit later, and don't gulp it all down. That gives people stomach aches, but get the water in. It's going to make you're going to notice a big difference. Honestly, you will. And you're going to flush out toxins. So next, speaking of water, this has to do with a shower, okay? When you take a shower, you want to take a shower, a hot shower, and then a cold shower. Now, I must make a disclaimer on this. If you have any type of medical issues, you want to check with your doctor before you start taking hot and cold showers, okay? But if you're healthy, you're going to get even healthier. You're going to take a nice warm shower, not scalding hot. When I said hot, I mean just a nice, nice temperature shower. And at the end, just put cold water on. Turn the cold water on. You won't believe what it does to your skin. Number one, it brings out all your circulation and your blood flow. It tightens your skin. It reduces inflammation. It depuffs your face. It makes your hair shiny. And above and beyond all that, which is kind of a bonus, is it gets the brown fat in your body, which is the fat that accelerates the heat in your body that burns calories. So it gets that going too. And some people find that it even helps in depression. So that's kind of, that's what people say, that it helps and it gives you a clear mind. You're going to have tighter skin. So, spin around once, I started at 15 seconds. Now I'm in like a minute and it feels so good, especially when I'm tired, in the morning. And you will find that your hair is shinier and you really will see like a nice rosiness in your face. And if you keep doing that, athletes take cold plunges all the time. And in different countries, that's kind of a normal thing that they do. It's better than putting your face in an ice bucket, but some people do that too. So just make sure you check with your doctor if you have any underlying conditions. So you want to make sure that that's okay. But it's a practice that I do, and hey, try it. Try it for 15 seconds for a minute. Spin around, see how you feel. And you'll find that, pretty soon you can do it longer and longer. Next tip. Okay, it's exercise. I know it's the exercise. We've got to do a little cardio, which is like 10 minutes, you don't have to do that much anymore, really. Just get your blood going. You can, as I've said in another video, because these are things that are just super important, 10 minutes of cardio, walk around the block, whatever you like to do. Focused on the cardio, not just walking around your house, although I know that that's something too. But, a little bit of cardio, but then above and beyond that is strength training. You want to do strength training because you are losing your muscle every year. And by the time you're 50, 60, 70, oh my God, you're going to lose a lot of muscle. And again, in one of my other videos, I talked about a fall I had when I was 69 years old, and my working out my whole life had saved me. Otherwise, I don't know, I might have been a goner. I'm not kidding you. So you want to start lifting some weights. You can start out light, just start lifting the weights, get strong, because there's nothing worse than being older and having no muscle. And if you fall, you're in trouble. And it's just very, very important. They found that they're calling strength training the fountain of youth, muscle, the fountain of youth. People that work out, let's face it, you can go to a reunion, a school reunion, and you see the people that work out look younger. If you want to look younger, you got to put in the effort. So do your strength training 2 to 3 times a week, preferably 3. Start with 1, you know, start with something, but you want to build that muscle. You don't want to be frail, and you want to have strong bones, and that does it for you. And remember, every time you work out with weights and do strength training, your legs, maybe some squats or something, and then get some weights and start going, you know, a little heavier when you work up to that, you're actually burning fat for hours later. Well, that's a bonus. So again, that's very, very important. So you can look online. There's all kinds of videos on things to get you started. So strength training is the other essential. And then we have limit your alcohol. That's never popular, but you know, you're not going to look that great if you're drinking a lot. So try to limit your alcohol. I know everybody likes to have a cocktail, or most people do. If you don't drink at all, well, then good for you. But you know, if you're going to have something like wine, wine is full of chemicals. So try to drink organic wine. Different countries, it's much purer. So drink organic wine if you're going to drink any wine. And if you're going to drink some type of more of a hard liquor, don't put a bunch of sweet things in it, because that's going to sabotage your looks. I mean, let's face it, after a night out and having 3 glasses of wine, you don't look the same. And if you keep that up all the time, it's just going to take its toll, and then you're going to feel worse than you did before. So try to limit the alcohol, you know, to occasionally, if you're going to have alcohol at all. That's something that you really want to kind of work on. And last but not least is sleep. You want to get about 8 hours sleep a night. And I mean, all the things that you're doing and all the tips we just went over, this is the 8th tip. You got to sleep, because if you don't sleep, everything that you're doing, that's when you repair. So kind of push away your devices. I know that's hard. I try to push mine away and listen to Audible books, but I put the thing far, far away where I can still hear it. So I'm guilty myself. But you know, we have so much stuff going on and so many devices. We've really got to try to calm down and to turn the lights down a little. If you work late at night and you can't sleep, get to bed early, you know, you can at least still try to get that 8 hours sleep as much as you can. And, you know, maybe try a little melatonin to reset your clock if you have kind of a nighttime job. But just try to get your sleep. It's super, super important. So those are your 8 essential tips. I call them essential because if you do them, they're really basic. And if you want to look younger, this is something you do, aside from just having, you know, going to a cosmetic surgeon and having everything change. And even then, if you do that, if your skin is looking awful, you're just going to look tight and your skin's going to look awful. Or with spots, and you know, it's not going to look good. So try these 8 essential tips. I hope you got something out of this. I would love to hear what you do. If you have that great eye cream, let me know. If you have something that you're doing that you feel is, you know, really working for you, hey, share it with us, okay? Because I'd love to hear it. Let's keep the conversations going. So I hope you like the video. I hope you'll subscribe. I have a lot of more videos coming up and where I get into more detail. So I hope to see you on my next video.